Today we're going to be talking about the eGain integration with Microsoft Dynamics. I'll go ahead and show you the website. We're in Microsoft Dynamics. We've got some information filled out. The case title has already been searched up automatically within the knowledge base. If we were to update the description, right, you can see that the virtual assistant actually takes that information and displays a recommendation for my agent. Right? In this case, it's going to be a guided help. And as we go through, a guided help is essentially all your processes broken down into step-by-step questions, making it easy for your agents to follow along. We've also got guidance available for these questions, right? So you can break down what your agents need to say and what they need to do for each single step. You can also see we have recommendations displayed based on the questions answered so far. As we scroll down, let's say I want to edit a question. Right, you can see the system actually automatically takes that new response into account and displays a recommendation for your agent to utilize. We can add that along to the case, right, and it'll be added in the case details. You can also see we've got details around customers' information that was pre-answered and pulled from directly into eGain sitting within MSD. Now, as we move through the process very quickly, you can see other recommendations are popping up. These can be extra steps, extra guidance for your agents to utilize as they're going through the process, maybe even solution articles that can be passed over into MSD. And once it's over, you can see we've added the completed article, we add to case. Now, this solution article will be displayed within MSD and available for anybody or any agent to look back on. So the next part of the demonstration is going to be Sales Advisor sitting within MSD, right? You can see the first couple of questions are to help determine the customer's certain situation, to identify what they may need help on, right? A couple of other questions that we can go through. And then once that's over, we can see there's a financial health action recommendation. So any recommendations that we should send over to the customer based on what they've answered so far. That recommendation will be available the entire time, but in this case, we'll go back and keep answering these questions to determine more about the customer situation and what solution might be recommended for them. You can see we now have a product and feature recommendation. Now, these are recommendations based on the customer's answered questions, right? There's a percentage displaying how well they fit or match with the customer's criteria. The next step of the process, you'll notice that we're able to link external systems or websites within the eGain Sales Advisor product, right? We've, in this case, linked Zillow to check the price of the houses. As we go through and essentially finish off the rest of this process, you can see on the right-hand side, some products have already been given the 100% match or best fit recommendation. Now, these recommendations are constantly being calculated. Right, I can click on the product itself and it'll give me more information, as well as even more information on why this product should be recommended. Right, and we can actually see if I scroll down and select on credit card, the differences between the two products and which I should be recommending. And based off that, the customer can make the selection. In addition, we could also link the customer to the form page where they can go through, fill out this information, and they can save it for later, come back at another time, right? In this case, you can see they've come back, they've started an inquiry with the virtual assistant to look at their last loan application. All they need to do is fill in some information, which is determined by the business, right? To be able to connect and pull the correct loan form. Once that's done, they'll be automatically taken over to their loan application where they left off. They can go through the process. If at any time they feel like they need some help, they're not too sure what to fill out, they can once again interact with the virtual assistant. I need help filling out the form. The virtual assistant can say, okay, I can help you with that. At this point, the virtual assistant is trained to escalate to a live agent, and so they'll do so. As an agent, you click on the activity, right? We can offer up a quick response, and we can see the entire interaction they've had with this customer or the virtual assistant is displayed within the response pane. They can offer up a Cobrowse session. Right. From here, your customer can actually make the selection themselves to start a Cobrowse session, and as an agent, all they have to do is find the relevant session ID, and they'll automatically be linked, and you can see that sensitive information is masked out within Cobrowse, right? In this case, it's going to be social security number, but essentially any sensitive information such as major credit card numbers, social security numbers can be masked out and not viewable by your agent. When your agent has completed helping the customer, all they have to do is exit out of the Cobrowse session and complete the chat session. Right? At the end, your customer has the ability to offer up feedback on the entire interaction. Going back into MSD, you can see the cases are actually being updated in real time. All of the information pertaining to this case will be displayed within MSD and available for any agents to look back on.